Greetings, everybody, and welcome to DJ in Real Life. It's your boy DJ. This is my real life on the internet, or what one could call a real life on the internet. Now, this is the first episode I've done since the end of the IG Live era, which happened last month. I haven't done this for about a month, so I've been taking my time, getting a little bit of rest. Pulled a muscle on my back, so I've been trying to rest that a little bit more than anything. Right in my shoulder blade. I finally got a couple of things to help with that. One's a Hicicot patch or something like that, lidocaine patch, and the other's a very specific heat warmer. Let me show you this really quick here. I'm getting right into it here. As you can see, this is one of those heating pads. I just put on my back, I plug it in, and hopefully, and it's helped a little bit. And just immediate relief. So I got lucky with that. But it's been a little bit of a rough ride with my back, so I haven't been able to lift. I haven't been done a lot of things in terms of that. But you know, I've gone to a couple of places here and there. Nothing special in the last month or so. And I will say it's been a couple of days since my mom's birthday. So, and I know that right now I'm actually doing it late at night, early in the morning, whatever time frame you're looking at here. But wanted to give you guys, but I wanted to come back because I wanted to do this. I've been working a little bit on the show, and I finally got a couple of things. You probably saw the beginning of the show. You're going to see the end. It's going to be a lot shorter. But things are going to be different now because I am now back officially on YouTube, doing YouTube video. This will not be live, so everything I'm going to upload at this point is going to be recorded unless I get a live feed or something like that. Everything's going to be like a regular show. It'll be like the other ones that I did before on YouTube. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm restarting from zero. I'm starting just episode 1 because I want to, because this is a new era, really. I've got all the stuff I need. I got all the things I have to get. There's even a couple transitions I got in there. I hope that YouTube will accept them. If not, I'll just redo them. But other than that, as long as I can do the videos, I'm good to go. I'm going to be uploading them from home or wherever I can get a Wi-Fi signal, but it's not going to be like it was when I was live on the road because I don't have that ability right now. And if I did have it, I'd have to pay out the wazoo for it. And that's not something I can really afford at the moment. So I can afford stuff, just not that, because that could eat up money. But anyway, welcome back to the show. Back on YouTube, back where it should belong, the way I wanted to do it in the first place. So, like I said, new area. You probably noticed the new beginning and all that kind of stuff. A little more formula show. But today, I'm not going to talk about anything recent. I'm going to talk about something I did last year. And I've been sitting on this for a while until I could get back, until I could do this again. I was going to do a special episode, but now since it's a new series and finally the new stuff's coming, I've decided to do it as just a regular episode. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to actually show you video from last year. I was going to do it as part of DJ in Real Life, so all the beginnings and endings are all there, so the video is going to be on there. But like I said, there are going to be things you notice from time to time when I'm doing these videos now that's going to be different from when I did it on Instagram Live, and even maybe from the last time I did the show. I'm going to start doing different ways of doing things and see if I can do different music and actually do some uploading and stuff. But right now, I just want you to enjoy a little bit from my time in Las Vegas. I'm actually going to start off with a video I took at the Bellagio, about 2-3 minutes, that I think, of the Bellagio. And, you know, the fountains there. I just wanted to show that, and I wanted to share that with you. And then after that, it would be like a regular episode of stuff I saw. Now, remember, a lot of that stuff is dated. So think of it well over about a year and a few months ago. Think about a year and a half ago. So just keep that in mind when you're watching the show. When you're watching this particular episode today, it actually took place a year and a half ago. So things may have changed. Things have definitely, you know, I've done things since then, obviously, a lot of things. So that stuff may be dated. Forgive me for that. You know, I haven't been able to get on here to do this kind of episode till now. But on that note, I'm going to let you go to the episode. Just all I can say right now is enjoy the show and hope you enjoy your time watching this. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of transition. I'm going to have to work on my transitions because I'm back on YouTube again. But anyway, enjoy the show. And I will be back at the end to say goodbye in a minute. So yeah. I have this ability. I want to I want to touch the thing and end it right now, but I gotta do something else first. So, but enjoy the show, and I'll be back in a moment. Right now I'm here at the Bellagio, and as you can see, I'm at the fountains right now. This is May 28th, 2024. This is absolutely amazing. Never seen anything like this in Ohio, I'll tell you that much. About as fireworks. Just wonderful tonight. And that's it for the night. Hello everybody, and welcome to DJ in Real Life. This is your boy DJ, and this is my real life on the internet, or what anyone can call a real life on the internet. And today I am coming to you from fabulous Las Vegas. That's right, I am in Las Vegas. I am away from Ohio for the first time in a very long time, and I am here on a vacation that has been way overdue. Now, let me start off by saying, 6 months ago my mom passed, and I did not want to be at home sulking and talking about stuff at the 6-month point of my mom being my mom. So I planned this trip to make sure it could coincide with this time, and I'm glad I did. But anyways, that's Genesis started from that idea. But a few other things I should note here is that this is the first real vacation I've taken in 20 plus years. Not that I haven't been anywhere. I've been out of town I've taken plane rides and trips for. I had to go to a funeral, one of my uncles, road trip for that. I've taken a couple plane rides for Red Cross related stuff. A couple years ago, I tried to do something for my 50th birthday, but I got motion sickness. I still apologize to Al, my boy Al, for missing out on that. But so this is the first real chance I've had at something akin to a vacation, and this is a vacation technically, that I've had in over 22 years. The last time I did one was I went down to Pensacola in 2001, and ironically I met Matt Hardy in a bar there. One of my friends who was with me at the time bought him a drink. So that was cool. It was just a good old Corona. But in any case, I am here in fabulous Las Vegas. At least that's what I always hear. It's fabulous. And guess what it is? It is very fabulous. And I haven't been in Las Vegas in over 30 years. The last time I was here was for a wedding that marriage ended. But in any case, last time I was here, I came here for the wedding, and I didn't get to do much sightseeing as I wanted to. I did do some, but nothing like what I'm doing here now. In 30 years, Las Vegas has changed so much from what I even remember. And I used to walk around. They didn't have the trams, they didn't have the monorail, they didn't have any of this stuff at least available to me that I could find. I did go to some of the hotels, but it's not the same memories that I've had, and it is so much different than what I remember, and a lot better, to be honest with you, so much better than what I remember. It was a lot dirtier back then, a lot rougher back then, especially around the hotel. I think it was one of the hotels that got torn down. I forgot which one we stayed at. I'll probably remember it. Somebody will remind me of it. If somebody in my family will remind me of it later on. But like I said, I did that for a wedding. But in any case, I am here in fabulous Las Vegas. I haven't said that 3 times already, or twice. I don't know, who cares? But I got here on, I'm near the end of my stay, so I'm doing this now before I take off, because tomorrow I got to go get up early, go to the airport, and I'm on Pacific Standard Time. I'm used to Eastern Standard Time, but I still got to get up early, get to the airport, and take a flight home. I'm going to go through Chicago. How nice. But in any case, I am very happy to be here right now. A little bit relieved, too, because I wanted to get away from home. I want to get away from Akron for a little bit. I needed to clear my head. And I wanted to get started on DJ in real life here. Start doing my content. Now, if I do come back to Las Vegas and I do have the show, I'm going to have somebody probably with me, filming me at these places. I'm just doing this in my room for now. I am staying at the MGM Grand, as you can see behind me. That's one of the towers behind me right there. It's a nice little green. I'm on the Grand Wing. And you can see a lot of stuff in the background there. From my window, I can show it to you, but I don't want to move my camera right now. I can see Luxor. I can see the Pharaoh's thing, the Sphinx from the Luxor. I can see the tower. It says Luxor. I can see the Oyo Hotel and Casino. I actually have view of the airport and seeing flights take off for land and stuff like that. I could see the airport itself, and I'll see Hooters. Go figure that one out. Yeah, they have the Oyo Hotel. They have a Hooters right in front there, and it's very prominent, right in my window there. But I see that open up. There's Hooters. Now, you remember it, but there used to be Hooters in Columbus and people went there, didn't go there for the wings. They went there for the women. Me included. I'd still go there for the women, but I wouldn't go there for the food. Sorry, Hooters. That's how I am. But in any case, I have been here since Monday night. I had to take an all-day flight Monday. It was Memorial Day on Monday, and I ended up being in the airport or someplace, either in an airport or in the air, pretty much all day. And I didn't land here until around midnight local time. Wait a minute, not local time. I got to say, I didn't get to my room until midnight local time, and because driver and all that stuff going around, I was trying to. There's a lot to do there, but I only had 2 hours sleep, and even after I got into the room, I changed my clothes quick, and I still hit the strip and just saw a few things, saw a couple hotels. What have I done here? I have done no gambling. That's one of the things I have not done. I'm proud of myself that I hadn't done gambling. I had to go get stuff for, like toiletries and stuff like that here, because I didn't want to take that on the plane, because those things can spill, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I wanted to know what I was dealing with. This, like I said, is the first trip I've taken for myself for a long time. So this is the first chance of real adulting I've been able to do for a long time. To be honest with you, I've been sort of babied a little bit. I have to admit, I've been babied a little bit, but I'm trying to get myself out there again, trying to get myself into the world again. And this is me in the world in fabulous Las Vegas. Well, I think I've said that enough. I'll probably say it a few more times. Who knows? But I got in first night. I took a few pictures and just got to see New York, and some of the MGM. I'm going to tell you something right now. The hotel I'm in, it's confusing as freaking heck. I mean, trying to work my way around here. I've only now got the layout, and I'm going to be leaving soon. So how nice and convenient that is, at least for my own hotel. But, the MGM Grand is the largest hotel in the United States. And it's not in the world, obviously, because you got places in Dubai and places like that. But in the United States, the MGM Grand, the complex, is the biggest hotel in the United States. I think it has the most rooms or something. I don't know if it has the most rooms, but it's one of the biggest in one of the categories. But it is very huge. I got a great deal on it, and I got a comp, so that helped a little bit. So, and it was cheaper than a lot of vacations I'm going to. So I decided to come here, and I've always wanted to visit here. I wanted to see the sights, and that's what I came here to do. see sights, do a lot of walking. And boy, did I do, I did. I'm going to tell you something right now. I am out of shape, or at least I was mostly out of shape. My knees are holding up, but my legs are just sore most of the time after I walk. I'm not sure if it's the shoes. I think it's just me being out of shape. I haven't walked too much in the past year or so. Not any long walks. The closest thing I did was, I went to Canton for a few times for the games last year for the USFL. They're now the UFL. But I went to some games last year and I did some walking, but nothing like I had to do here. Not even close to it. This is the most walking I have done in years in a 2-day period. I'd say 2-3 day period is the most walking I've done in years. Today I actually had to take a day off. So one, I wanted to do the show here. And two, because my legs have been so tired. And maybe maybe I'll get home. I'll start doing a little better, get myself out in the world, and hopefully I'll get my legs in shape again. They won't be so sore when I keep walking around, when I go places or whatever too. But it is the most sore I have been in years. And but I got a lot of shots. I got a lot of good camera shots, a lot of photos, because I got this phone I have now. I got it back in February, and it is an awesome phone. It's an awesome shot taker. It's great with night sight and all that stuff. It's a Pixel 8 Pro. And I decided to get this sucker because I got sick and tired of doing middling stuff. So I got this puppy, and I'm doing the show on it right now, and it's really good. I still got to get some cameras for the show, obviously, but oh man, it's been a godsend. And I got to see the Bellagio. I got to see the waters, and I got 2 minutes of video just of the fountains at the Bellagio. That was sort of cool, and I got to see that with night sight, which is night vision type stuff. It's really good on this phone, so I can't say good about the phone itself. But last few days I've been going, doing some day stuff, doing some stuff in the day, and doing some stuff in the night. Getting shots different places. I'm going to take a couple more here in a little bit because I haven't actually done outside my window, at least not during the day. I've done a night shot, but I haven't done any day shots. But I've got a great, it's been, the other thing it has been extremely hot. It has been 100 degrees every single day here. Now, being late in May, that was the risk I took, but it's been a dry heat. I put on put on the suntan lotion and put on all that stuff, and I go outside. It actually feels like 70 or 80 degrees back home. So, and I haven't been out in the sun that much. But like I said, the walking has been killing me. Now, I've had a little bit of relief here and there. I actually got on the monorail. I've used the monorail a few times. Probably going to use it again here soon, just for at least this last day. And I've also done, and I've used some of the trams that go from some of the different hotels. So I got a chance to sit down for a little bit. But every place is a hike. Everything has been a hike. Just going through the casino and the hotel itself has been a hike. It's a big complex. But just walking around Las Vegas, I got to go to Fremont Street on Tuesday. And it's the first time I wanted to see this place because this is something I would love to see, something like this in Akron. There's a lot of places you could put something like this, even if without the gambling. In fact, there wasn't much gambling. There's a lot of stores and stuff like that. And I got to eat at some place called Human Goose. Now, they're planning on putting some in Ohio, at least in Columbus from what I understand, but they've been in Florida and California, a lot of places. It's a chicken tender place, and they got pretty good chicken tenders. I got to tell you, they were pretty damn good. Now, I wasn't that hungry because I was, still heated, and, my appetite was a little bit suppressed because of the heat and being outside. But those chicken tenders were good. And if they come to Ohio, I hope they come to Akron. Columbus, I know they're coming your way. I've seen news about that from here and there. So you get one coming your way, be excited about it. I will promote the hell out of it. Anybody has a question about it, I'll just tell them, just do that. It's really good food. And, I just did that. And I went to Fremont Street. I'd love to see that kind of atmosphere. And there's like a few places around Akron you could put something like that in. And it could draw. It would draw a lot of people. If they got one of those licenses that they have from like places like the MGM Northfield or the racetracks or something like that, and get something like that for Akron, I think it'd do killer business. I think it'd be a great place. It could be an attraction. And I'd love to see something like that, but that's like a dream, if anything. But there's nothing like Fremont Street. And it was great to see. It was all covered. It was all over covered and everything in there. Oh, there was a zip line on top, throughout the place, throughout the street itself. It was about 100 feet in the air. I would not do that myself right now, unless I was like life or death or something like that. But that was fun. Now, just to watch that stuff was fun. Just walk up and down there. And but I took the monorail, go to the different casinos and get around the area. I went to a Shake Shack. I'm not that too impressed with Shake Shack. I've been to an In-N-Out. It's okay. People talk about it. It's a West Coast thing. They haven't done it on the East Coast, as far as I know. Nothing major about that. But those 3 restaurants, every place else, I went to like a Denny's and Olive Garden for the first time in my life. They're okay. They're just food. But I wanted to check some of these places out while I was here. And the one thing I have not seen is the volcano. I don't know if they've torn it down. One of the volcanoes, I think it's in front of the Mirage or something like that. I have to look it up, see if it's still around somewhere. Maybe I'll look for that tonight. But that was the one thing I wanted to see, because they're tearing that sucker down, putting up a Hard Rock in the hotel where that's supposed to be playing. And they're putting up a big ass guitar, like 100 feet higher. I don't know how big that's going to be, but it's not going to be the same. But I got to do that. I'm going all over the place. Pardon me if I'm going all over the place with the attractions here. I have not gone to any shows. I have not done any gambling. I did not come here for that. I came here to get the sights. I just wanted to see the casinos. I wanted to see all this stuff going on and just be around Love Life. And it is lively here. This is a 24-hour place. They have a bus that runs 24 hours too. So this is an all-day, all-night place. And I could live in a place like this, but we're closer to Ohio, and they used to be for a while, until the pandemic shut everything down at midnight and shut everything down. Everybody else too. That's one of the things I really don't like about what the pandemic is, that it shut everything down. Now you can play and whatever, but I love that some places were still 24 hours. I wish there was still more of that back home. Come back. It might be a few years before that happens. So, and I'll be too old to enjoy it. But one of the things I wanted to do, accomplish while I was here, was get myself a sense of being able to handle stuff, to be able to handle a trip, to do things on my own, and to go out in the world. I have to admit, I've been sort of babied the last few years, and I haven't done too good of a job taking care of myself. Or either I've done too much of a job focusing on certain things, bills and things like that, and I got, being a cheapskate in my head. And I needed to be like out in the world. And I wanted to do that a little bit more before, because my mom died, my dad died. I wanted to be able to focus on the world so I could function in it again and be a part of things again. And this is one of those steps that I'm taking, and I'm happy I'm taking it. This has been a great time. I haven't interacted with too many people, just at restaurants and stuff like that, maybe passing in an elevator. I don't know anybody here, so why would I? But I am glad I came here. This might be the last time I ever come to Las Vegas. I don't know. If I do come to Las Vegas again, I'm bringing somebody with me. Maybe I'll do the show from here, do it from the casinos, do it from every place else. They had other people doing shows here. I actually saw the equipment people have and doing stuff like that, and even saw the clip-on things. And I could have put one on for the show today, but I'm in my room and nobody's disturbing me. So I was like, get an idea of the acoustics of my room. It's actually a pretty nice room. MGM Grand is really nice. It's really nice. I would come back here again. That definitely is not in question. I would definitely come back here again for not a hospital stay. Why would it be a hotel? Oh, hotel stay. To stay here at a hotel if I had to stay anywhere. And just if I can get the deals that I got again, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But like I said, this is the kind of trip. I will say this. For me, this time, I only came for myself because I wanted to see the sights, and that's something I wanted to do on my own. But if I want to do a show or I want to go visit other shows, I want to bring somebody with me. I want to be with people, family, friends, whatever. So if that happens again and I get invited, I'd be more than happy to do it. And I just hopefully maybe my legs will be in better shape. But this has been a good trip. It's been good for me. A little bit cathartic too. The 6 month point of my mom's passing and stuff like that. It's a little bit cathartic. I needed this. I absolutely needed this. So, on that note, from Las Vegas, I'm going to sign off here from Las Vegas for now. Maybe I'll put the pictures up somewhere. Maybe I'll talk about other events that have happened here and there. But the Las Vegas experience has been great for me right now. And just nice and subtle. It isn't as overwhelming as I thought it would potentially be. I'm able to handle it. So I'm happy about that. So on that note, I'm going to sign off from Las Vegas, and I'm going to bid you all adieu here. Thank you for watching the show today. Don't forget to check us out on social media wherever we try to put, and don't forget to share the show on social media wherever you have. I haven't set up my social media in a while. I'm going to probably have to reestablish that sometime soon. When I get the show more going, maybe I'll get that back up. I've got stuff ready, but I'm just going to keep it as is right now. Just share the show on YouTube and do what I do. I'm not even sure when this exact episode from Las Vegas is going to happen. So all I'm going to say is today is May 30th, 2024. And whenever you see this, it could be a year from now, it could be years from now, it could be months from now, it could be tomorrow. I don't think it'll be tomorrow. But I've got to get the show reset up. I got new equipment, new stuff. I've got the stuff I need. I just need to get it going and get to doing it. Now that I got that done, I am going to get the show going. Like I said, I'm getting the show going again here. So on that note, I'm going to bid you all adieu for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to check us out on social media if you can find us. And keep pass the word along that DJ in Real Life is back online, back in the world again. And hopefully I'll be able to expand the way I've been wanting to expand for a long time. And I bid you adieu. Thank you all for watching. Take care. God bless. And I will see you on the flip side. Goodbye, everybody. And there you have it. Las Vegas, May of 2024. My trip out to Las Vegas in the middle of a very sunny, very, very hot, very dry weather out there. But anyway, on that note, I'm just going to take off. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for all the latest stuff from DJ in Real Life. I also still have my Facebook and Instagram up. Please hook up with those. Subscribe to those. And also and I will probably get other accounts here soon, but Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are where I'm at right now. So please check those out. Until next time, folks, this is your boy DJ saying take care, God bless, and I'll see you on the flip side. Let me see, where am I at here? You. All right. See you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.